live from Studio A. It's The Update, starring Soumya Murthy, Shay Dingenfelder, Paula Toledo, Ben Dupay, Carly Othman, and John Fraser.
Hello and welcome to tonight's edition of The Update. I'm Shay Dingfelder.
And I'm Soumya Murthy. Shay, we've been co-hosting The Update for quite some time now, but I feel like I still don't really know the real you.
What are you talking about, Soumya? I'm the same guy here as I am off camera.
Oh, really, Shay? Well, I've got a few photos that say otherwise. Through my world-renowned brand of investigative journalism, I've discovered you got quite an interesting past.
My past?
Which brings us to Exhibit A, some of Shay's baby pictures.
Soumya, whatever it is you're about to do, I implore you to reconsider.
Ooh, let's see. Yes, it appears up until age 5, Shay's mom convinced Shay that he was actually a little girl. How did you find out you were a boy, Shay?
I walked into the women's locker room at our local pool, and an old woman kicked me in the nuts. I found out I was a boy real quick.
On to Exhibit B. We have a copy of Shay's senior yearbook. Let's see. Voted best erotic dancer? Oh my God, this is classic. Do tell.
Well, like any old lad, I participated in the school talent show, doing my best rendition of the dancing scene from Napoleon Dynamite, when all of a sudden I shook my booty too hard and my pants fell down, and I wasn't wearing any underwear.
Floor director, bring me some tissues. I cannot stop crying. I cannot imagine this.
Have you embarrassed me enough yet, Soumya?
Oh, wait. I have the last picture. It looks like it's a picture of you with your fist in your mouth.
Anyways, on to today's stories. In keeping up with our tradition of covering stories from the perennium of America, a Florida man had a rather compelling dilemma. You see, his son's tooth was loose. Oh, the poor soul. The man decided to take care of the issue in the most Florida way possible. He tied his son's tooth to the back of his Camaro and drove right off. And obviously, he posted the video to YouTube. Now that little boy can put the tooth under his pillow in hopes that Michael Strahan, the Tooth Fairy, will come collect it.
Has your sex life gotten a little boring? Need some fire and excitement in your life? Well, you're in luck. There's a newly single Scarecrow in Argentina looking for a new lover. That's because his previous lover passed away. Yes, an Argentinian man was found dead next to his beloved Scarecrow, and police said there were no signs of violence and are working under the assumption that the man died during intercourse with the Scarecrow. The porn company Vivid Entertainment has allegedly contacted the Scarecrow to see if he is interested in performing with the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion in a production titled The Wizard of Ooze.
Everett Sharpman, a man from Tennessee, recently won a lawsuit against Pizza Hut over an excessively hard crouton. Sharpman claimed that the crouton was too hard and that it broke one of his partial dentures when he bit into it. Sharpman received $2,400 plus legal fees. Maybe he can use these funds to get the help that he needs, considering that no sane person would ever buy a salad at Pizza Hut. Yet somehow this might be good news for Pizza Hut because it might help distract people from what we refer to as Doritos stuffed crust fiasco. Doritos stuffed crust pizza, because blood just wasn't meant to fit in your arteries.
In what might possibly be our sexiest story yet, Lulu and Zenzen, a pair of pandas at the Sichuan Giant Panda Research Center in China, set the world record for the longest sexual intercourse between two pandas. For more on this riveting story, we have our senior wildlife correspondent, Paula Toledo.
Hi, Soumya. I'm here at the Panda Research Center in China, and let me tell you, it is truly exciting to see all of the projects that have been going on here. You'd be surprised at the level of commitment these researchers have to making sure these pandas totally get it on.
Wow, Paula. Do pandas typically need help finding that special spark?
Well, you see, Somia, pandas aren't like most animals in the sense that they have to procreate out of necessity. They need a little help setting the mood.
Setting the mood? What do they do? Play a bunch of Trey songs and light a bunch of candles and incense?
That's exactly what they do, Somia. In fact, my sources are telling me that Trey Songz is actually reworking his hit single, Say Ah, into a more panda-friendly version, fit with panda noises and everything. So it sounds like say.
Doesn't this all seem a little overboard, Paula? I mean, they're pandas. They're animals. They're gonna mate. That's just how nature works.
Wow, Somia, that's just ignorant. Pandas are a dying breed. They need all the help they can get. If you're telling me that the researchers here are going a little overboard by getting these pandas silk straw beds and bamboo marital aids, then maybe you need to come down here personally and see all of the great work they do.
I mean, I guess you're right, Paula. I don't know a whole lot about pandas, but treating these animals like people is a bit strange.
Pandas are a lot closer to people than you think, Somia. We both have families to feed, as well as stressful, high-paying jobs, and are belittled by noisy anchors at our every turn.
Is there something you're trying to say here, Paula?
Nah, pandas are sick. I'm signing off. They're about to start screening the hot new Panda flick, 50 Shades of Black and White. See ya.
Paula Toledo, everyone.
A new teacher's manual has been released in North Korea outlining what should be taught in classes. The book was distributed to middle and high school teachers and goes into deep detail about Kim Jong-un's childhood. The book talks about some of Un's achievements, such as his ability to draw well, compose music, how he learned to drive at the age of 3, and how he participated and won yacht races at the age of 9. The book is assumed to be a part of a new wave of propaganda that is intended to idolize Kim Jong-un. However, maybe adding a little fiction to history will really help students learn history better. With this in mind, we've made some improvements to history's most prominent figures. Take a look. First, we have George Washington. Washington found out he could regenerate by the age of 5, and that he had the ability to grow wooden claws from his gums. Next, we have Spider Lincoln. This super figure found out that he could grow a beard by the age of 5 and started wearing webs by 10. He literally mended a country with his web during the Civil War. Lastly, we have Ant Napoleon Man. This incredible man became famous despite some serious height issues. Nobody is really sure what his superpower is, but he somehow used it to make a big army and clump together France or something.
If Seattle hipsters are driving you insane by slowing down traffic with their bicycles and criticizing you for getting Starbucks, then here's another wonderful thing for you to be pissed off about. Several Seattle residents are pushing to get dog feces DNA tested so that they can find the owners responsible for not picking up their dog doo-doo. The idea is skeptical, to say the least. How would you even find the dog responsible? Do they have some sort of dog DNA database that I haven't heard of yet? It's only a matter of time before they get mad at you for not recycling your dog poop too. And now for our entertainment news, here's John Fraser.
Thanks, Somia. Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose were seen canoodling over the Easter weekend, leading many to speculate that the two have gotten back together. Wiz Khalifa went so far recently as to call Amber Rose a dirty hoe and called her butt fake. Apparently, Amber is ready to forgive Wiz for all his wrongdoings, but hopefully she can get over the fact that he looks like he passed out at a party and someone drew all over him. Keeping up with the Easter weekend festivities, it's clear Kendall Jenner is a fan of Easter as she posted a rather racy photo to Instagram. The photo shows her completely bottomless with nothing but a sweater and bunny ears covering her body. The photo already has 900,000 likes and almost 200,000 comments on Instagram. We can only hope that the Easter bunny hasn't fertilized any of her eggs in the basket. TMZ recently received a copy of DMX's special request for an upcoming show, and needless to say, DMX loses his mind on a daily basis. Including his requests are 3/5 of Hennessy, 2 boxes of Magnum condoms, and lots of candy for, the kids. And that's just his hotel room. His list for his dressing room was very, very similar. Minus the condoms, I guess that's where X won't give it to you. Jay-Z and other musicians are battling back against music streaming sites such as Spotify by creating their own music streaming service, Tidal. The service claims to help artists control more of their music while giving listeners the highest possible streaming quality. Musicians such as Kanye West and Rihanna are allegedly fed up not receiving the royalties that they feel they deserve. Now, hopefully they can stop sweeping up Oprah's floors and buy their own $1 million mansion. This is John Frazier with your entertainment news. That's all I have. Back to the desk.
Kentucky basketball player Andrew Harrison didn't take his team's loss to Wisconsin very well. During the post-game interview, a reporter was asking his teammate a question when Harrison's mic picked up him uttering a racial slur towards Wisconsin player. The best part is that he used the N-word to describe Frank Kaminsky, arguably the whitest-looking guy in the tournament this year. The NCAA ordered Harrison to receive sensitivity training by forcing him to watch back the seasons of Gilmore Girls, played along the soundtrack of One Direction while eating a kale salad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a pretty messed up world these days. From serial poopers to Kanye West, it seems like society just can't catch a break. One of history's most famous whack jobs, and an update favorite, is the Swiss cheese pervert. A deranged individual from Philadelphia was known to pull up to random strangers and ask them if they wanted to see him rub Swiss cheese all over his genitals. The man was convicted last year, but we now have with us a victim of the Swiss cheese pervert, and he is here to recount his horrific story to us.
Hey guys, what's up?
Wait a minute. Ben, you're the victim of the Swiss cheese pervert?
Well, not so much a victim, Somia, more of a survivor. It's taken a lot of courage for me to come up here and share my story.
Of course, Ben, of course. Please recount what happened next for us.
Well, I was in Philadelphia researching whether or not the Fresh Prince was actually born and raised in West Philadelphia when I pulled up to a stoplight. That's when he pulled up. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Ben. Tell us what happened next.
Well, he pulled up beside me and rolled down his window. Almost instantly, the smell of old rustic cheese filled my nostrils, and he said, "Hey kid, you trying to earn a quick buck?" And being the conscious businessman that I am, I agreed to his request. I said, "Sure, what did you have in mind?"
And then that's when it happened?
Yep.
It's okay, Ben. It's okay. We can't hurt you like he did. I'm lactose intolerant.
He said, "Okay, get ready." And then he pulled down his pants and started wiping that poor innocent slice of cheese all over himself. All that piece of cheese wanted to do was to be a part of a sandwich paired with a cheap bottle of wine, but no, it wasn't meant to be.
Was that the end of it?
Well, no. After he was done, he threw the slice of cheese on me. The police needed to sketch out the details, and I still have the markings on my chest.
Oh God.
Well, Ben, in keeping up with our theme of bringing back dark pieces of our past, I've got something to show you. In an update exclusive, we have the same slice of Swiss cheese from that fateful day.
Do you have anything to say, Ben?
No. I think I need to do with this piece of cheese what it was destined for.
Oh God. Oh God.
Thanks, guys. I finally feel whole again.
Wow, our show keeps getting weirder and weirder, doesn't it, Shay?
You've got that right.
From all of us here at The Update, have a wonderful evening, everyone.